Okay, so we're gonna do a quick video today. I had to work super late. So real quick, this TikTok comment says, does this work even with these characters at C0? I already have Arlecchino, Kazuha, and Benny. They're talking about this team that I'm using for Arlecchino. And it's the reason I pulled Arlecchino. I wanted Arlecchino to run with Layla. So I run Arlecchino, Layla, Kazuha, and Bennett, and then I can kind of swap Bennett and Kazuha out for different characters. And they want to know if this still works at C0. Yes. So real quick, we are going to talk about the reason that I got Arlecchino for Layla is because her C4, I don't have C6 yet, gives a normal attack and charge attack damage increase based on Layla's max HP. And it lasts up to 3 seconds, but will be removed half a second after dealing normal and charge attack damage. So you have to continuously be doing the shooting stars from her skill, which goes with tenacity anyway, to get this increase in normal and charge attack damage. But even without this, even without C4, yes, Layla and Arlecchino can still go together fairly well with 4-piece tenacity. Now, my Benny is also C6. And gives Pyro Infusion to Arlecchino even whenever she doesn't need it, even whenever she doesn't have it from using her Bond of Life stuff. You can do this without having C6 Benny. It's still gonna be fine. You just want to make sure that you have a super high base attack weapon. I usually have Mist Splitter on him, but I'm getting Scabbard Blade ready for him because Kaching gets her signature. Running 4-piece Noblesse on Benny is really good because it's just also buffing the attack. Kazuha does have VV set and you want to build EM on him. Let me make sure that, yep, I have the right Iron Sting on him. Layla, HP, right? 4-piece tenacity to be giving Arlecchino the attack buff as well. So yes, even at C1 on all of these characters, or less than C1, because Arlecchino and Kazuha are both C0, this still works very well. We are going to, let's go into a domain real quick. And I talked about this in the video that this comment was on, which was like the second Layla guide. We're just going to do a little bit deeper, or talk a little bit more about this particular team. So yes, even at C0, I figured this would be a good kind of clarifying video going off of the other 2 Layla videos that I have done recently. And I don't usually record my audio at the same time as I'm playing, so we're going to apply Arlecchino's Bond of Life. We are then going to go to Layla. We can still swirl and get Pyro swirled even after putting Layla's shield up. It also gives her the stars when using other people's skill. We can use burst. Let's go ahead and drop Benny's burst as well. Go to Arlecchino. Use charge attack, suck up the Bond of Life, and as you can see, we are getting some pretty good damage. That was 51k, it looked like. So we're going to actually clear the Bond of Life, reapplying it, going back to Layla, swirling it because of how Kazuha works. We want to use the skills, use our other character skills to get the shooting stars up for Layla, before going into Arlecchino, sucking up the Bond of Life. Go back to Kazuha and get that swirl to give the pyro damage bonus. Go back to Layla, put up the shield. Benny, just to activate the stars, get VV, or not VV, get tenacity going. We're going to reapply Bond of Life. Start this all over again, keeping an idea in our heads of when Layla's shield is going to go down as far as timing, because Layla's shield, as long as it doesn't break, has permanent uptime. So just getting used to the time of Layla's shield, knowing when to swap and when not to swap. Some people will kind of go through their whole rotation and know about how long they have left. Some people, I just have a feeling for it. I use Layla with Eula a lot before using her with Arlecchino. So I have a generally good feel. Sometimes I swap too early. Sometimes I will see the shield start to go down and then I'm like, oh crap, I need to swap over to Layla. So real quick, we're gonna rerun that a little bit faster than what we were doing on this one. I was talking a little bit and running it a little bit slower than I normally would have. So we're gonna go ahead and heal up. Bond of Life, Let's go ahead and get Layla's shield out so that way it starts building stars as we're going. Get Benny's burst dropped. Go back to Arlecchino. Suck up the bond of life. Start getting that going. Layla's shield down. That's fine with me. Bring up her burst. Swirl again. Go back to Arlecchino. Reapply her skill. Kazua's skill was not done yet. Go back to Layla's shield. Swirl the pyro. Go back to Benny. Drop Benny's burst. We're going to go here. Bring up Layla's burst. Arlecchino, I've got about 4 seconds left before Layla's shield goes down. That's fine because we can just swap her off, swap her back on. Real easy to get that going. And that's about how I run this rotation. Again, keeping track of Layla's shield timer kind of in my head, knowing where I'm at in my rotation. But yes, even at C0, this can still work with everybody. Layla, all of this stuff is just increasing her shield, allowing her to use it in co-op. This is just going to be giving her some energy, which is great. This is a normal one. This is just going to increase her own damage, or the C4 is going to increase the normal charge attack damage, which is like a really, really good one for Arlecchino. C6 is going to increase her personal damage, right? And then with Benny, C1 is going to, the attack increase no longer has an HP restriction, which means that if you're above 70% HP, then you get the attack. This one I think would be kind of important for Arlecchino because of how difficult, or not difficult, but because you can only heal her in one way, right? C2 is his energy recharges increase whenever his HP falls below 70. C3 is normal. C4, using a normal attack as the second attack of Passion Overload charge. That's really just like increases his own personal damage. C5 is normal. C6 is the Pyro Infusion. So this also just gives enemy, or gives like Arlecchino an extra 15% pyro damage bonus whenever she's inside of Benny's burst. So you can still run all of them without the constellations on the characters. It just does help. That's going to be it for this video. Like I said, I just needed a quick one that I didn't necessarily have to like edit or anything together. I'm just going to go cut out the beginning and probably cut out my yapping. Probably not because I'm a yapper. I will see you in the next one.